And when it comes to really creating trust with a consumer and having them trust you, again, which is what is in the mind of the consumer, they said, hey, if you're not satisfied for 365 days, you can return your product. That is an insane return policy. Going straight into components of a brand, when it comes to identity, remember, identity eventually is any component with which your consumer recognizes you. It's not necessarily just the brand logo. So let me give you an example. So somehow just the shape of your product, and in this case, the Absolute bottle, is just that recognition. So this is just one component. A lot of people mistake brand and branding, and I just want you all to sort of remember that as well. Secondly, when it comes to content, this is really how I speak. How do I speak? This is Indigo. We all know the brand. We all look forward to how those nuts are packaged and things like that. Those little small things that are there, even at the back of the seat, it's consistent. And, even that font is something we recognize. Now, relationship with the customer is the third part, very important. And sometimes we forget this. Now, this is that whole totality of actions. Chewy is the largest pet care brand in the world. It's US based, and this is their return policy. And when it comes to really creating trust with a consumer and having them trust you, again, which is what is in the mind of the consumer, they said, hey, if you're not satisfied for 365 days, you can return your product. That is an insane return policy. So don't forget policy as an important part of what people remember about you. Then there are brands who want to make you a part of a bigger cause, right? So there's Tom's, which is, hey, I'm wearing a pair of Tom's. I'm very proud to say that every time I buy a pair of Tom's, one pair goes to a child in need. I will wear an Evelyn jacket because it's made out of, reused plastic bottles. And then when it comes to Nachi, I'm also going to make you a part of this cause and make you take the pledge. And of course, people will say, this is really handing over the brand to the customer, saying, you talk about it. Okay, so Nordstrom is a department store in the US, and it is basically saying, I have a return policy, which is no questions asked, right? And the famous story is that a customer went and said, you've really sold me a crap tire. I want to return this tire. It's crap. And the customer care executive over there, the retail staff person, said, you know what? Sorry about that, sir. Here's a full refund. And the great part about the story is Nordstrom doesn't sell tires. This is covered in the New York Post as an example, right? So a lot of people, the amount of earned media you get by just the smallest things is very, very special. So insane example, but this is something that you should definitely read about.